of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hosting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We're almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And he stopped at the neat team. Good job by the coverage team. The Tigers offense will have the football first here. So here we are, the semifinal stage, the final four teams with a chance to win a championship. Every stage of the playoff, Kurt, a little bit more intensity, a little bit more pressure, and now the winner tonight can head off to the national championship game.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how much is at stake for both of these teams. And to me, what I've learned in watching these playoffs, the bigger that they've gotten, is that the teams that are able to deal with the mental aspects of the game and deal with the challenges that come with that. Who can endure this pressure is the team that's going to have the advantage and eventually is going to advance to the national championship. They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
Pressure is coming. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time. And the Tigers will bring their punt team onto the field. This will be the first punt time for this offense. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So the Memphis Tigers offense out there for their first possession. Let's check out the impact players in this game, guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down mark. The catch makes it a more manageable third down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. He hands it to the back. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up fourth down. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it. They're inside of the 50 on the first possession. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Trying for a fourth down completion. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
Looking to throw it on first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. The Tigers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. Hudson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Back to throw again. Caught by the receiver. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Touchdown, Tigers, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. Nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
That's reeled in. It's Clark. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Alive with that 1st down completion. They'll run it here. Stop right there at the line. No gain. Well, they don't block the defensive end. He shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete pack.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 4th down, look at the throw for it. Quick throw over the middle. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. And the Tigers will have to kick this away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. He'll field the punt. And the coverage seemed able to bring the returner to the ground. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. Dropping back, it's Smith. but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
He's in the clear. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he'll drop back here on third down. Contact as he threw it. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. This Memphis offense is moving quickly down the field. First and goal, handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain makes it second and goal from the 9.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a first and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
Getting closer, but now it's third down. Can they punch it in from the 2? On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
Well, when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to third and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense will make the stop, but it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We've got a good one in our hands, but what you hope for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback still with the football. Right down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, he keeps it on the option, and it's not always the big play. It's sometimes just getting the first down. He does a nice job of knowing where he needed to go. We got a new set of downs.
And looking to throw now on first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Second down after that previous play. The pass is incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. His versatility, he can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. Breaks a tackle in the clear now. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Clemson. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Now here comes the Tigers offense back out there. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Dropping back, it's Smith. Looking deep downfield to the left. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. The offense with 5 receivers now. Empty backfield. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He'll take a deep shot. The outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid gain. Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw yet again. That's caught. It's close. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that third down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's 4th down and long.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. On first down, it's play action. He's got it with him to run. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41. The Tigers looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then you can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Had the big play to start the drive, but now, after 2 incompletions, they face a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Got play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Got the first down and still motoring. You make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Wants to throw it. Quick throw to his receiver. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. The misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 33. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, they finally get to the quarterback with that sack. He's already thrown 2 touchdowns in his first half, so the defense really needed that small victory for many reasons.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He fires downfield. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down. And the Tigers will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. And the punt will just bounce out of bounds. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. So run play moves the ball to the 38. It'll be first down. To the air. It's Smith. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. Ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it. Enough for a first down. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
This coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling the faith he has in his guys.
Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw it again. Throws it in. It's Henry.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check it out. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Second and long from the 14. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. It's caught. Powering through the defender. He's swarmed by the defense. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
This receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Bringing pressure. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 20. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
So 3 plays in, this offense has set up a 1st and goal. Very efficient so far. Looking for a receiver. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. And the quarterback dropping back. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
That's a smart heads-up play to me by the quarterback. Would rather throw it in the stands than a tight throw leading to a potential turnover. Wonder what they'll have dialed up here on this 3rd down.
Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. The ball up to the 36. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Back to pass. It's Smith. Quick throw to the left. Caught at the 30. Still running. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
The Tigers will kick it off to begin the second half. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. Emphasis here on cutting down on turnovers, a couple of them in the first half, and that's why they're trailing. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Ran by the receiver. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. A short connection to the tight end here. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs. This Memphis offense is moving quickly down the field. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass. It's Smith. Catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
He makes the grab. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
Boy, the slant route is already a difficult pass to defend in man coverage, but especially against a receiver like that. Man, good luck. Big receiver, they can use their body to shield the defensive back from the ball if it's placed correctly by the quarterback.
Takes the handoff and he'll head left. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On the run here, lets it go. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Memphis. The coach deciding to go for 2 here to cut the margin to 3 points.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out of the field. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Makes the defender miss. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Inside the 2. Touchdown, Clemson. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination.
I love to watch this offense. It's one thing to study the film, but to watch these guys in person, you saw it in the first half, seemed to score every possession. And here they are coming out to start the second half with another touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
28, Memphis, 16.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Handoff from the shotgun. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Smith. With the catch, it's Bell. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to chuck it again. Fires it on the move. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass. receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Battle. And they get the 3rd down conversion. Football moves now to the 45. This Memphis offense is moving quickly down the field.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the 2nd half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
A completion sets up a 2nd down play. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
Now, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
He makes the grab. They finally stop a big play, moves the ball to the 22. And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. To throw, it's Hill. Ball's incomplete. A lot of heat on that throw. Now it's 2nd down here. He's going to hand this off. That's a nice play. It'll set him up 1st down now at the 12.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught near the goal line. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. The defense backed up against their own end zone. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Man, it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards.
He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the powerful Crimson offense is back out there. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47. And the Tigers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
Well, much like what we saw in the 1st half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. You make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the 1st down on what should be the last play of the 3rd quarter. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. All right, here comes the 4th quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, he'll have to start.
Here's ball scramble for it. And the defense comes up with the football.
That is the last thing this offense wanted to see. They're holding on to a slim lead, and they fumble it away with plenty of time for a game-winning drive going the other way.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That one moves the ball across the 40.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Back to throw. It's Hill. On the run here. Lets it go. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw, testing the middle. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out on the field.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the 2nd half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost him.
He shreds the tackle.
Now, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Send the back in motion. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking deep downfield to the left. Catch made down inside the 15-yard line. The sophomore making an excellent catch there.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Pass rush closing in. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. They got him. Again, he couldn't escape.
If I'm on this offensive line, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
The Tigers will have to punt this one away. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. And the offense starts in the shadow of their own end zone. Back to pass. It's Hill. The receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out on the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
Handoff running right. And it'll be Smolder right at the line for no gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. Crucial play for both offense and defense. Let's see what we get here on 3rd and 4. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Third down, out of the shotgun. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down. The offense going with the hurry out. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. It comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The sure hands. It's Bell. And he makes his way out of bounds. Good thinking there. Clock is stopped.
Well, Chris, just like this in the 4th quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Couldn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, nice job by the receiver of selling this route to the outside. Created enough space back to the inside. And there's the timing again between the quarterback and the receiver, giving him a chance to come up with some yards.
It comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? And the completion made. They bring him down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
Scanning the field. It's Hill. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. 1st and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the 4th quarter? Looking to throw here. Touchdown, Memphis. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Chris, what a drive by this offense to put the go-ahead score up with under 10 seconds to go. You know, as a quarterback, you hope for opportunities like this, and this offense and the quarterback delivers in a big way.
And the offense will stay out there for a 2-point try, trying to build the lead to 3 points. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. He'll run it into the end zone. The two-point conversion pushes the lead up to a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. It's a squib kick. It's going to be fielded by one of the up men. And the returner is brought down as the clock expires. That will wrap up this football game. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And now the stage is set for this season's ultimate college football game. We will see you at the national championship. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.